Yes, sir. Tell me, sir, why cash flow statement? What is cash flow statement? Anybody? What is cash flow statement? Why cash flow statement or what is cash flow? Inflow and outflow of cash. Okay. Inflow and outflow. Why you need inflow and outflow, sir? That you can see from balance sheet and P&L. We want to see the cash component of the transaction. See, my question to you, if I have made a profit of 1000 rupees, how much? 1000 rupees. Is this entire profit in my banks or in my cash? You understood my question, no? If I am making 1000 rupees profit, whether this 1000 is realized completely in cash or bank? Answer is right. No. Some portion might be with the customers themselves. Correct. Credit. We would have given on credit. Even though I might have made a sales of 1000, doesn't mean that entire 1000 is with me. I might have given on credit. Correct. So when you prepare P&L, you prepare it on accrual basis. Correct, appa? In accrual, you don't worry or bother about cash. Correct. You will always record the expense and income as and when they are incurred. Correct. Not wait till cash payment or cash receipts. Understanding, everybody? But cash flow statement is exactly ulta, sir. We will record the transaction only if there is cash movement. So whatever we are recording in P&L or whatever we are recording in balance sheet, not everything will be in cash. Correct? Those can be accrual entry. So a person like me, if I read the balance sheet and P&L, I will understand how much profit the company has made. But will I understand how much of that profit we have actually received in cash? No. Correct? Because we don't know. Looking at P&L, we will not understand. We will know total sales, we will know expenditure, we will know profit. But how much of that profit is towards cash, how much of the profit that is in still yet to be received? Correct, everybody? So to know that, to understand that, we will prepare a statement called as cash flow statement, which will cover the actual cash inflows and actual cash outflows. Ultimately, this will make us understand what is the liquidity position of the company. What position? Liquidity. Liquidity andre eno? To get the assets immediately into cash form. That means how much of cash I am having, what is the actual cash inflow, what is the cash actual outflow. Understanding, everybody? So that is why cash flow statement is prepared. It is part of your financial statements. Financial statements includes balance sheet, P&L, cash flow statement and notes to accounts. In Ind AS, one more statement of equity. Okay? Statement of equity changes anta kariteve ನಾವು, or statement of changes in equity, whatever it is. So this will form part of your financial statement. Again, not all the company has to prepare cash flow statement as per Companies Act. Companies Act has given certain threshold limits. Based on that threshold limits only you have to prepare the cash flow statement. But we are not bothered about it, because in our exams they will directly ask to prepare cash flow statement. They will not test your law, they will test your accounts. They will test this law in law subject. Clear? So we will understand how cash flow statement works and how do we actually prepare the cash flow statement. Yes, sir. To prepare the cash flow statement, sir, always remember we need transaction data from P&L as well as balance sheet. You're understanding? We need transaction data from P&L as well as balance sheet. Looking at both, we will prepare the cash flow statement. Clear, everybody? We don't have to record the transaction separately to prepare the cash flow statement. Rather, whatever transactions we have already recorded and whatever data we have used to prepare P&L and balance sheet, using that only we can prepare the cash flow statement. Yes, sir. So what is the ultimate goal of preparing cash flow statement? To know the cash position or the liquidity position of an entity. Clear? And always remember, cash flow statement will always match. Your cash flow statement should always give you closing balance of cash, which should be matching to your balance sheet. Balance sheet alli ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Cash and cash equivalents ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Understanding? So cash, sir, one more thing. When I am telling cash doesn't mean only physical form of cash. Even bank will be part of cash. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ಸ್? ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾನ್ ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್. Example, savings account is also a form of demand deposit because you can deposit money in your SB account and you can draw as and when you demand for that. Understanding everybody? So in banking system there is something called as sweep in sweep out FDs. Sweep in sweep out FDs. So you give the instruction to the bank, as and when my balance goes up above 1 lakh, you transfer 50,000 to FD. As and when my bank balance come down below 1 lakh, you transfer back that 50,000 to my account. This is called a sweep in sweep out FD. This is also an example of demand draft or demand deposits. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? Everybody is understanding? Yes. So whole idea of cash flow statement is to understand the liquidity position of the company. But important part is we just don't want to know liquidity position ಫ್ರಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ ಸರ್? ಈಗ ನಾವು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ ಸರ್? ವೈ ಶುಡ್ ಯು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್? ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ನೋ ದ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡಿಟಿ. ವೆನ್ ಐ ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡಿಟಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಯುವರ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸರ್. But I want to know the liquidity and I want to know from where my cash is coming, from where my cash is going. What are the activities in my cash is being invested? What are the activities in which my cash is being returned? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೇನಾ? ಸೊ ಆ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್, ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ದ ವೇ ವಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್, ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಇನ್ ಟು 3 broader activities. One is operating activities. What activities? Operating activities. Operating activity means what? Anything relating to operations. What is usually operations for a company, sir? Expand business is not an operation, sir. It is expansion which will come under capital investment. Correct, sir? It will not go in P&L. Correct? Normal operations means operating activities, what all will fall is your normal day-to-day operations. What are day-to-day operations, sir? Sales, purchases, salary, expenses. Correct or no? Receivable from debtors, payable to creditors. Correct, sir? All these are operating activities. Andre your regular day-to-day business. All this will come under operating activity. Clear? So first part is operating activity. The second part which we will be looking is investing activity, where, as you told, we are putting the money for business expansion. You don't do it every day, correct? You do it occasionally. But why are you doing? You are trying to invest in some form so that you generate revenue out of it. Correct? Why it comes under investing activity? Because when you put money for expansion, are you going to get every return in 1 year or 1 day? No. Over the years you are going to get. Correct? So it is a form of investment. When our parents purchase gold, are they purchasing gold to wear? Of course they wear that. I am not telling they won't wear, but at the same time they look it as an investment. Correct or no? Because they are going to get returns out of it. Every year, as and when the prices goes up, the return will be generated. Understanding? So when you put money for expansion, when you purchase fixed assets, yes, or I am having excess funds in my account, I have invested in mutual funds, I have invested in fixed deposits. These are all investment activities. That means which will not happen on a regular basis. Everybody is understanding? Yes? Any doubts in this? Operating activities clear? Investing activities clear. Next one is financing activities. What activities? Financing activities. Sir, as the name itself suggests, financing activity is nothing but how you are raising the funds, whether you are raising the funds, and how are you raising the funds. Along with that, are you repaying any funds back, like buyback of shares, repayment of loan? See, financing is ultimately how are you running your company. Are you issuing equity shares? Are you issuing debentures? You only told, no, you want to expand the business. To expand the business, you need money. It should come from somewhere. Either you should have that much reserve, or you should get the money from loan, debentures, fresh issue of shares. Correct or no? Or, sir, I have lot of money, now I want to repay back to the investors. Correct? Why you want to repay back the investors? Because once upon a time they have financed your company. Correct or no? Because of their money you have grown. Now the time has come, you have to repay. How? By dividend? by buyback, by bonus, all those will come under financing activity. That means how your company has run all these years, how it is going to run in future. Are you taking any money? Are you repaying back any money? Understanding? Yes. Now you understood operating, financing, and investing. Now I'll ask you a question. If you have understood correctly, you should tell me. Yes, sir. The question is, sir, there is company A, company B. Company A, company B. A is a manufacturing company, B is a banking company. Let's say banking company. Okay? Everybody is following me? A is also receiving interest. It has lent money. It has lent the money and it is receiving interest. B is also lent money, receiving interest. Tell me, sir, where does this go and where does this go? In which activity it falls under? Understood the example? Huh? Everybody clear? No? Both are receiving interest only. A is also receiving interest, B is also receiving interest. My question to you, interest received will be classified under operating, investing, financing. Manufacture. How many of you say operating for manufacturing company? ನೀವು ತಾನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಈಗ ಬಿ how many 1 2 3 4 here 4 are telling it goes under operating. Okay, here ಮತ್ತೆ ಉಳ್ಕಿದವರು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ how many 1 2 3 4 5 ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಓಕೆ 4 5 ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಓಕೆ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇರಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಒಂದು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲ ತಪ್ಪು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ನೆವರ್ ಬಿ 50-50 ಬಿ ಶೋರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಐದರ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ಬಿ ಇಂಟು LGBTQ. Tell me. Yes sir, 9 people have answered. What about rest? How many students are there? 8 there only. 10 11 12 13 14 15. What about rest? 6. Which activity? ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಿ ಚೂಸ್. ಓಕೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನು 4 ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗಿಗೆ ಓಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಓಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಪ್ಪ. ಸರ್ ನೋ ಯು ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ಸರ್, ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್? Okay, done. Sir, I'll tell you one thing, sir. Accounts, no, take it as it is. Don't overcomplicate. I never asked you what or how you are going to use that money. Simple question is, how is that money coming? ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ is not important. That is not my question. That's why I'm telling you, don't overcomplicate and ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಡಿ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. See, when I receive interest, will I receive interest every day? Second, am I receiving interest because that itself is my business? No. Is that my business? Receiving interest is my business. What is my business? Manufacturing and selling goods. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆನಾ? So, but how I am getting interest? Because I have kept something as FD or something or loan, whatever it is. Is it not kind of investment? I am investing, that is why I am getting return. Correct? Yes sir. B gappa. How many of you say operating? ನಾಲ್ಕೆ ಉಳಿದವರು 5. ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ಸರ್. ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಯಾರು? ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್? ಸರ್, just now I explained, no, same logic you apply to B. It is a banking company. What is their business, sir? Correct or no? Then whatever interest you are earning is your business only, no? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. Operating activities, what did I tell you? Your day-to-day business apart. Selling is your day-to-day business. For bank, lending money is day-to-day business. Correct or no, sir? Is it clear? Any confusion? Sir, insurance sale by the banks is also operating income. Remember that. Use your common sense always. When you go to the bank, they will always try to, private bank, you try to go, they will try to sell you some insurance or some mutual funds. This is also part of operating income only. Sir, day-to-day business transaction, sir. Everybody is understanding? Day-to-day business transaction, sir. Now, one more questions I want to ask. One more question I want to ask. Sir, B has actually hypothecated a asset. Banking company, no? Somebody has mortgaged an asset. Now that fellow did not repay. Now B is trying to sell that asset. Yes, sir. What is the activity, sir? Sir, B is a banking company. For example, B is a banking company. I went to banking company B. I said I need 1 crore rupees. So please take this land as a hypothecated asset or a mortgage. Give me 1 crore. Bank gave me 1 crore. Immediately I took Dubai ticket. I and my girlfriend done. Bye bye. See you. Yes. Overnight Abhishek is no more. Andre India dalli. Not in that sense. He is in Dubai. Yes, sir. Now my question, what bank will do? Bank will call for an auction. Correct. They have to recover 1 crore, no? Bank will call for an auction. In auction, now Prajwal will come. Prajwal will say, this is sir's asset. I'll purchase it. It's a good value. 1 crore rupees he pays. So, no, actually, in fact, he would have paid more. He would have paid 1.4 crores. Because bank will never give loan to the exact value of the asset. If your asset is 2 crores, they will give you 80% of that. So, let's say he paid 1.5 crores. Now, how much loan did bank give? How much did they sell it for? Tell me, sir, this 50 lakhs profit will come under where? How many of you say it is financing activity? Financing. How many of you say operating? How many of you say investing? Sir, investing. Okay. Sir, let me give you a shock. It comes under operating activity, sir. Sir, simple logic, sir. You tell me, banks will lend the money always on collateral. It is their business only. If it is not repaid, auctioning it is also their business only, sir. That is their business model, sir. How the hell, sir? Sir, you don't look from one branch, sir. I am talking about bank, sir. Every day, bank has lakhs together of branches. In every branch, there will be auction going on every day. If not this branch, there will be some other branch. What financing activity? I told, sir, I issued fresh shares. I got money, financing. I am using it in my business only, no? Sir, financing is nothing but whether you are putting any money into the business or whether you are taking out any money from the business. Whether you are putting any money into your business, taking out any money out of business. Issuing equity shares and getting money is straight away putting money into the business. Giving dividend is taking out of money from the company. Correct or no? It will come in financing activity. Sir, taking loan for expansion is again putting the money into business. Correct? Sir, repayment of loan, taking money out of business for repayment of the loan. It is again financing activity. So, financing activity is nothing but, sir, when you put the money in the business to use it for long run purpose, and when you take it out of that permanently from the business is called as financing activity, sir. Inflow, outflow of the business as a whole. Inflow can be for expansion, outflow can be for returns. issue of debentures, issue of equity shares, issue of right shares, issue of ESOPs, taking loan, security deposit, everything will come under Financing Act. Ange, repaying will also come under Financing Act. Dividend, debenture interest, housing, loan interest, yes, preference dividend, debenture interest, everything will come under financing activity. Financing is nothing but, sir, how are you planning to run the company? For that, you need funds. From where the funds are coming, from where the funds are going is part of financing activity, sir. Simple as that. Clear? Any doubts now? No doubts. So, operating, investing, financing, clear? Everybody? Now, coming back to the question. Auctioning in the bank is a normal operations for every bank, sir. It is in their business core, because when they are giving the money, then and there on itself, they know 50-50 can go default, can come back. So they also know that we have to go for auctioning. Clear? It is their day-to-day business. Clear? Now, what will not come as an operating activity and it would have come under something else is simple, sir. Understand it like a financing activity. You have purchased a property as a company. Now you are going to sell the property for some returns. That will come under investing activity, sir. It will come under investing activity. Third, it will never come under financing activity, sir. It will never come under financing activity. Why? Financing is restricted to putting money into business, taking out money of the business. You land sale ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ business ಗೆ ಬರೋದು ಹೋಗೋದು ಏನಿದೆ? ನಿಮ್ಮ business ಅಲ್ಲಿ already land ಇದೆ. That will always go as investing activity. But in case of bank, that land belongs to them appa? Illa. ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ? Simple, sir. When a land is hypothecated to bank, does that land belong to the bank? No. So when they are trying to sell some other person's land, why they are trying to sell? Because they have lent the money to them. That money lending is a primary factor to sell this land, correct or no? Now, primary factor is falling where? Operating. Secondary will also go there only, no? Correct or no, sir? Whereas, say for example, I am a manufacturing company and I am selling a land. Is land already in my books or no? ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ದಾಗಲೇ ತಾನೇ ನಾನು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. Correct? That means I have already invested in the land. Now I am selling it. It is nothing but return of my investment. So it is again under investment activities only. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೇನಾ? ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಮಾರಿ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್. That is different, sir. But this is selling of land is investing. Again, I told you, don't take one step forward. My point is, I am standing here. I am selling the land. Understanding? Don't go one step forward. Sir, I am using that money to start a business. Sir, I am not going there. We are still here, sir. That is here, sir. There is still a gap. In this gap, it is called as investing activities. From here, you are starting a business, sir. You are, say for example, I have taken one new plant and machinery, sir. Again, it will go as investing activity, sir. Correct or no? Because you are going to use that fixed asset for a long time. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್? ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಡೈಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್, ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಂ, NBFC can also hypothecate, sir. They can also sell. It is also their regular business. Finance company, NBFC company, banking company, they can all mortgage the properties. Small finance bank. Equity share? Fine. NBFC, normal activity, sir. It depends, sir. Again, they will give you very specifically in question. If they are investing in as a regular basis for, as a excess money, it will go into investment, sir. I mean, if they are having excess money and investing in that, it will go as investment, sir. Okay. In case of banks, asking you the same question, sir. Coming to your question, I'll give you best example. Sir, in banks, they have to maintain certain ratio of funds with them, called as current ratio, CRR anta ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. They have to maintain some ratio. To maintain that ratio, banks have to mandatorily invest in government securities. What securities? Government securities. Now, investing in that government securities and getting return over that government security will still fall under operating activity, correct or not? Because if you don't maintain that, your license will be revoked. If you don't maintain the CRR, your license will be revoked. So to maintain that CRR, they have to invest in money market instrument. We call it as money market instrument. Money market instrument is nothing but bonds issued by the government through RBI. Clear, everybody? So now this type of investment is actually not investing activity. They are not getting excess fund because of which they are investing. No, they are investing into this to run their operations. Correct or no? So any interest or any income received on this will come under operating activity. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೇನಾ? No. SBI, huge bank. Understanding? Their profits from credit card business itself is 1700 crores. Card business ಇಂದಾನೆ 1700 ಕೋಟಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Now, are they having extra funds with them? Answer is definitely yes. Now, they are investing in LIC. They are investing in bonds, government bonds. They are investing in equity market. Definitely will fall under investing activities. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೇನಾ? Sir, investing activity is nothing but I am doing this basically to get some return. And it is not that I will do it every day. Sir, every day I will not have funds, correct sir? Every day ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ extra funds ಬರಲ್ಲ. Some time I would have invested. You don't purchase fixed assets every day. Correct sir? Will you? One day you will purchase, you will next use it for 5 years. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತೇನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕಂಪ್ನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ದಿನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾಳೆ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸರ್, ಬಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಮಿನಿಟ್? ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ. You will purchase it based on the requirements you are getting. You are not purchasing laptop to sell the laptop. Everybody is understanding activities? All of you? Yes? Okay. Sir, now tell me sir, my question to you, one more question. Sir, bills receivable is there, no? Everybody know bills receivable, what are they? I told you it is a promise. It is a promise to pay. Correct? Now, bills receivable na ಏನಂತ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾವಂದ್ರಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ಮುಂದೆ ಈ ಡೇಟಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ. There is something called as discounting. Heard of it? Discounting of bills receivable. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಸರ್? Now, Darshan has promised me that I will pay so much money to me. So what I have done, I have taken that promissory note, I have gone to the bank, I said discount it. Discount it ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? See, he is going to pay me after 3 months. You do one thing, you pay the money now only. Say for example, 100 rupees is the amount he is going to pay. What banks will tell you, okay fine, I will give you 97. Why 97? Because 3 rupees is their income. Why? Because I am giving you 97 now, no? After 3 months I am going to receive 100. So that period I have to earn something. That is called as discounting income. Clear, everybody? Now my question to you, for me, what activity is this 3 rupees? Operating, investing, financing. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಕ್ವಶನ್? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ? ದಿಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ? ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗಾ, ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗಾ, ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಂಗಾ? ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಸೇ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್? Huh? No. For me. Not from the point of view of bank. I am still discussing from the point of view of me. Operating. No, I am not asking from bank's perspective, sir. Sir, A is me, sir. B is bank, sir. I am asking this 3 rupees income for 3 rupees expense for A. Whether it is operating, investing, finance. How many of you say operating? A is not a banking company. How many of you say it is an operating? How many of you say it is investing? How many of you say it is financing? ಸರ್ ನೀವು 4 ಜನ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿದ್ರಿ? 4 ಜನನೂ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗಾ? ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿದ್ದೀರಪ್ಪ? ನಂಗೆ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ವೈ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್? ಓಕೆ. ವೈ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್? ವೈ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್? Why financing? ಸರ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ನೀವು ತರ್ತಿದ್ದೀರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್. ಹಲೋ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ, ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸರ್. ಹರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್. ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು ಈ ಥರ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಅಂತಲೇ ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ. ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್, ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ತರ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಸರ್. ನೀವು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೊರಗಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ದುಡ್ಡು ತರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್, ನೀವು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ದುಡ್ಡು ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನೀವು ಸೇಲೇ ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಬಿಲ್ಸ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು? If I would have not sold the goods on credit, whether he would have promised me to pay the money? ಇಲ್ವೇ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. If I would have not I have not sold goods only, then will he promise to pay the money? No. Sir, it is a normal operation, sir. Any business will always give bill, they always get bills receivable. They always go to the banks and discount it. You are not doing anything special to call it as investing activity because you are not doing it to bring money from somewhere outside. No, madam. You already had the money. Only thing is that money will come after 3 months. And that money is coming not for return or not to give it back. It is coming because you have sold the goods. That is yours only. The nature is not putting the money into business or taking out of the money. ಆ ನೇಚರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? Because you have sold the goods, that is why you are getting the money. And it is not investing activity because it is irregular, sir. No, that is not the way you have to straight away go. Regularity or occasional is the not only criteria, but the criteria is whether it will fall under normal operations. Sir, you sell the goods, you get the promissory note. It is a normal operation for you. ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸರ್? ಅದಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಕೇಳೋದೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ವೆನ್ ಯು ಸೆಲ್ ದ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸರಿ ನೋಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಡ್ ಟು ಯು, ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸರಿ ನೋಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಡ್ ಆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಸರ್? ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ? ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸರಿ ನೋಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಸರ್, ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತೀನಾ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬೇರೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ 1 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬೇಕು ನನಗೆ. ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು? 1 ಕೋಟಿ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡು, 1 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನಾನು ನಿನಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀ ನನಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀಯ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸರಿ ನೋಟ್ ಕೊಡು. ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಡಲಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ನವ್ರು ನನಗೆ ಬಂದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಏನ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂದ ನಿಂಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ? ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲೇ ಸರ್, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಡಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಲೋನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ, ಸರ್, ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ FD, ದಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೇನಾ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಮಿ ಎನಿ ಆಫ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯು. ನೋ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸರ್? ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ಸರ್. 10 ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಉಂಗುರ, ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂಗಾರ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು, ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ 3 ತಿಂಗಳಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ 1 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅದು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಬರೆದು ಕೊಡು. ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಹೇಳಿದ, ನನಗೇನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರು? ನೋ. ವಾಟ್? ವೇಟ್ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಟೆಲ್ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಏನು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇವನಿಗೆ 1 ಕೋಟಿನ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸರಿ ನೋಟ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಡಲಿ, ನಾನು 1 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿ 2 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರು? ನೋ. ಈ ಈಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು 1 crore 2 rupees ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ 100 rupees. ಈಸ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್. ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ರಿಂಗ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು, ಲೋನ್ ಶಾರ್ಕ್. ಈಸ್ ಲೋನ್ ಶಾರ್ಕ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರು? ಬಡ್ಡಿ ರಾಜ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್, ನೋ, ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಲೋನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೀ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್? ದೆನ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್, ಓಕೆ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್, ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಡೂ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಯು ಡ್ರಾ 1.2 crore. ಹೌ ಮಚ್? 1.2 crore. 20 lakhs yours. 20 lakhs yours. Prajwal says, okay, fine. Prajwal signs. Now what I will do, I will go to the bank. I will say, this is the promissory note, bills of exchange. You discount it and give me the money. Banks will say, okay, fine, we will discount it. 1,15,000 discounted and given to me. Okay. Now, in this case, what did I do? In this case, what is different from previous case? Can you tell me? Here, the underlying activity is not sales, correct? Did I sell any goods to Prajwal? In the previous case, I sold the goods to Prajwal, because of which he is ready to give BR. Now, did he straight away told me I'm ready to give BR? Said no. First he offered 2% buddy. Correct. First 2% he said. Then he said no. I said no. 2% is too huge. So next I said I'll do 1.2. 20 is yours. Rest is mine. Said okay. I got 1.15. Out of that 20 lakhs I paid to him. Here there is no underlying activity at all. Underlying activity is whole this transaction itself. Now this 1.15 I went and invested in a land. Okay, and I started a production unit. Now tell me, here I am actually doing discounting of the bill to get finance. Correct or no? By discounting I am bringing the money into business. Correct or no? Artha idappa difference. In first case I sold the goods, because of which I got BR, which I discounted. Here nothing doing. Straight away went to loan shark. I said signed it. 20 lakhs yours, rest mine. What did I do with rest? I invested in my business. Financing, sir. Yeah, because I financed my business. No, without this I would have not financed my business. For him, no sir. For him, no activity only. It will not come in books. He can't do like that. Correct or no? It is a lottery. What? It's a lottery to him. Correct. Of course, you can show it as extraordinary item under operating only. Once in a blue moon, transaction like this happens. Correct? Everybody? Yes, understanding? Artha. So how it changes the shape? Again, now to bank, sir. Bank, it is still operating only. Why? Discounting is their business. Artha. Everybody? For me, it will be financing. Why? Because from that money, I started my company. That means I bought the money into my business. From that business, I expanded. Clear? It is a way of financing my business. Now, the same question, if I change a little bit, it will change, sir. Sir, from that money, I bought 2 apartments, which is given on rent. Straight away from financing, it will go to investing. Everybody? Yes. Now, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಬಾರ್ ಸರ್. ಒಂದು ನನ್ನ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೈ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ರಿಸೀಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ? ಮೈ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್, ಮೈ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. Hello? Understanding, no? To take that money, I need money. To get that money only, I have done bill. So nothing but I am financing the money to buy the houses. Correct? So the inflow of money to me will be going under financing activity. The outflow will go to investing activity. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೇನಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? ಎಸ್, ಶಾಲ್ ವಿ ಮೂವ್ ಅಹೆಡ್? Yes sir, this is your financial statement. This set is called as financial statement. It includes balance sheet, P&L, cash flow, statement of changes in equity, explanatory notes. Clear? Yes sir. Now we will understand. We have already gone through why cash flow statement is prepared, sir. To know the liquidity of the company and to plan for the future. Correct or no? Based on the liquidity, you decide whether I have sufficient cash for next year operations or not. Correct? Whether I have sufficient cash for expansion or not. If it is not there, then management will say, let's do one thing. Let's issue fresh shares. Let's issue debentures. Let's raise the funds from the banks. Correct or no? So it helps the decision makers to take the decision as to we have to incur any financing activity or not. And if we are having extra money, it will even help you to understand whether should we invest any money in the FD, mutual funds. Correct or no? Everybody? Yes? Okay. So helps in efficient cash management, helps in internal financial management. This is nothing but, sir, to understand whether we have sufficient cash to pay the salaries, to pay the expenses and all those things. Yes, sir. Discloses the movement of cash. As I told you, in all the three activities will show whether we have net received inflow or it is outflow. It will show the success or failure of cash planning. Sir, simple. Now, what is success or failure, sir? You thought next year this much cash is enough and you started the operations on 1st April. By 30th September, you invested entirely on the business. I'll give you a best example, sir. Right now, last year we have done an audit of a company which is having a turnover of 305 crores. How much? 305 crores. Their net profit was, actually their net profit is around 30 crores, but we have disclosed it of 23 crores. They have paid taxes 6 crores. So their PAT is around 16 crores. Today, the company has clocked a turnover of 250 crores. They plan to clock it for 1800 crores, but restricted only 250 crores because the whole reason is their entire money is stuck in this 250 crores. That means whatever they have sold for 250 crores, they are yet to receive the money. They have not received the money. If you don't receive the money of whatever sales you have made, how are you going to pay the salary? How are you going to pay your vendors? If you don't pay the vendors, will they supply you the goods? No. Now, from 250 crores going to 1800 crores were purely cut short because of no cash planning. Correct or no? What they should have done? Ideally, by the time they achieved 125 crores, they should have tried to get this 125 crores at least by cash. If not, they should have raised the funds here itself. Correct? Yes. So this, if you don't plan correctly, there will be failure. And if there is this is the classic example of failure. That is how your failure of cash planning will be shown in cash flow statement. Sir. In this case also, sir, here 305 crores, no, we have made a profit of 16 crore. Correct? But if you look at cash flow statement, hardly 3 crores. Rest everything receivable. Everybody is understanding? Yes? Yes, sir. Show the relationship of net income and changes in the business cash. This is nothing but, sir, operating activity will also show us how it is impacting the cash portion. We are understanding, we are preparing the operating activities only to understand how much is cash portion, how much is non-cash portion. Clear? So it will help us to understand out of operating activities how much we have actually realized in the cash. Efficiency in cash management, sir. That is one more. Efficiency in cash management. Best example, Infosys. They are sitting on a huge reserves. Lot of reserves is there in Infosys, but they are so efficient that every time they invest in some good investments, they get good returns. And in last 10 years, I have seen at least 2 buybacks from Infosys. 2 buybacks. That is a good way of going forward. Understanding? So you have to cash flow statement will help you to understand the cash management efficiently, because you will understand inflow and outflow from each activity so that you plan it correctly. Yes, sir. Cash is nothing but physical cash. Plus, it also considers bank and demand deposits. Understanding? Demand deposits. Sir, cash and cash equivalents in balance sheet, you will show it as cash and cash equivalents. Sir, cash andre helidri, it covers physical cash, it covers banks, it covers demand deposits. Correct? Now, what is cash equivalents? No. Equity is not possible. Treasury, government security. Why, sir? Simple. Invest in equity, highly liquid, sir. I understand. Cash equivalence is nothing but highly liquid investments. What investments? Highly liquid investments are called as cash equivalents. But highly liquid equity is also highly liquid, sir. That means you can sell it anytime. But the problem is when you liquidate it, the realization in cash is not stable. Correct or no? If price goes up, it will also go up. If price comes down, it will also come down. Correct, Papa? 1,000 rupees I invested in Infosys. 2 years later, I want to sell it. It may go to 1,200. It may come down to 800. Sir, forget 2 years later. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. That is not as called as cash equivalence. Cash equivalence means the return should be guaranteed. ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆದಾಗ. So that can be only in government securities, treasury bills, zero coupon bonds. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೇನಾ? So all those things will come under cash and cash equivalence. Yes sir. Next, cash flow is nothing but inflow and outflow out of the business. Cash flows means inflow plus outflow. Cash flow will be classified into 3 parts: operating, investing and financing activity. Sir, this part please go through all this entire table. Please go through the entire table. Okay. I think it also went to Russia now. It wanted to take off to Russia. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಾನೆ ರಷ್ಯಾಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ. Thank you sir. If everything is good there, I'll message you sir. You can also come along. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ರಷ್ಯಾ ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ, ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಸೋಣ. ಸುದಾನ್ ಗಿದಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಯಾವ ಆಫ್ರಿಕನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್? ಉಗಾಂಡನಾ? ಮೆಕ್ಸಿಕೋ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋನಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರೆ. ಪಬಿಲೋ ಎಸ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ 2.2. Otherwise we'll lure him into going to Ukraine. ಉಕ್ರೇನಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ರಷ್ಯಾಕಿನ್ನ. ಯಾ, Ukrainian girls are the beautiful girls in the world. Yeah, that is the truth. They are in number 1 position. India is in 3rd or 4th if I am not wrong. ಅಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ರಿಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಪ್ಪ. ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ನಾಳೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ನೇ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಏನ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಸುಡಾನ? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾಕೋ ಭಾಳ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ತಗೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್. ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡೇ ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್, ಒಂದು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ. Yes sir, done. Enough. Please go through. Seriously, go through the paragraph. Done. No, sir, no, I'll tell you. ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಸರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಹಲೋ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ, ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ಮಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲಿ. ಸರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ನಾನು ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾನು ನಾಳೆ ಯು ಎಸ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್. ವೆನ್ ಐ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಓಪನ್ ಅನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಇವನ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ಯು ಎಸ್ ಎ, ನೌ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಓಪನ್ ದ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಸರ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್, correct? So when they want to go to US, the account will get opened from here only. The moment your account is opened, you will send the money to that. When you send the money, that day only would have recorded the transaction, correct or no? That day only would have recorded in the normal currency, correct? So when I sent the money, I recorded at 6,000. So but on 31st March, I am preparing the balance sheet. That 6,000 is unutilized, correct or no? It is as it is, correct? You are not utilized. So balance with the banks ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು 6,000 ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ವೈ? ನಾವು ದ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ is 7,000, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ 31st March the balance will change, because foreign exchange will go up. Understanding or no? So now what I will do, add unrealized forex gain. Now my balance is correct. So this part, whatever we are doing, is called as reconciliation, sir. That is what they have mentioned. Understanding? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ರೀಕನ್ಸಿಲೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್. ರೀಕನ್ಸಿಲೇಷನ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಡೇಟ್. ನೋ, ಐ ಡಿಂಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಯುವರ್. ನೀವು ಒನ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಂತ ನಂಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೇಮ್ ಸರ್, ಇದರಲ್ಲೂ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲೂ ನೀವು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಡೇಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಫಸ್ಟು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ನೋ ಸರ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ ಸರ್? ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಟು ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಡೇಟ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ ಸರ್? ಈ ಎರಡು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸನ್ನ ನೀವು ರೀಕನ್ಸಿಲೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸರ್? ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಯು ಮೋರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ಮಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲಿ ಸರ್. ನಾನು ಬಿಗೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಸರ್? 31st ಜನವರಿಗೆ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅವ್ನು 31st ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ನಾವು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬುಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್, 31st ಜನವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ ಸರ್? ಬಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಟು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಈ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಸರ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ ಸರ್? ವೆನ್ ಆನ್ 31st ಜನವರಿ ಇಟ್ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆನ್ 31st ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅವ್ನು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟ, ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ಈ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್. ಅವಾಗ 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಗೇನ್ ಆನ್ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅಂತ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್ ನಾವು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ P&L, how you will show? Sales will be shown at 9,000 only, gain on foreign exchange will be shown as 200. Now what they are trying to tell you in cash flow statement is, don't record 9,000 at all, straight away record 9,200 as sale of goods. Why? Cash flow statement focuses on actual cash received, correct or no? Illi 9,000 was never actual cash received, correct? What is the actual cash received? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ರಿಸೀವ್? 9,200. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಟು ಶೋ ಇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಶೋ ಇಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ ದ ಮನಿ. Okay, that is cash flow statement. No, I cannot show 9,000. Correct? What you can do, you can show this 9,000 plus here only you can show gain on exchange 200. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತೇನೆ? ಬಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಶೋ ಇಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವೆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟ. ಸರ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಒತ್ತು ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸರ್. If on 31st March I have not received the money and you want to restate it to 9,200 now. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 31st ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ರೇಟ್ ತೊಗೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ 11, ಆಲ್ ದ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಪ್ಪ ನಾವು. ಎನಿ ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ should be converted using the closing rate when you are preparing the balance sheet. Closing rate ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? As on 31st March. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೀಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮೈ ಡೆಟರ್ ಟು 9,200. ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ? because it is a monetary asset, sir. That is guarantee that you take from me. Now don't ask me what is monetary asset. It is a big story, sir. Let's not go there. What I am trying to tell you in simple in debtors is a monetary asset, sir. In case of debtors on 31st March, you have to take the closing rate on 31st March and revalue that debtor. Now if I take closing value, what is the debtor position? 9,200. Now what happened? How that extra 200 came, sir? Sir, here we straight away recorded bank account debit to debtor account to gain on exchange. But now I have not received the money, so I cannot debit bank account. Something else I have to debit. Correct or no? But debtor balance will go up. So B account debit 200. This will go to gain on foreign exchange. Bracket unrealized, sir. This is not yet realized. Correct or no? Andre 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ, ಬಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ದ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ರೇಟ್ 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ? ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ or no, sir? Understanding everybody? Now why you want to discuss this transaction is, now in this two context, one 31st March I didn't receive money, one on 31st March I received money. Correct? ಎರಡು ಕಾಂಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸರ್, if you have received money on 31st March, you will show it in cash flow statement, sir. Why? Because actual cash inflow is there, sir. Sir, if you have not received money on 31st March, the entire transaction will never come to cash flow statement. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ? 9,000 ಬರಲ್ಲ, 9,200 ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಗೇನ್ ಆನ್ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜು ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಏನೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ? ಎಸ್. ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಅವೇ 9,200 you will record, sir. In P&L how you will record, sir? 9,000 ಸೇಲ್ಸು, ಫಾರಿನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ 200. ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಅವೇ 9,000 you can record in CFS. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸರ್? ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ ಸರ್? ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಸರ್. ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ಸರ್. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಐಟಮ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ವಾ? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಐಟಮ್? ಎನಿಬಡಿ ನೋಸ್? ಸರ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸರ್. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೋಸ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ನೆವರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಈವನ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಇಯರ್. ಕಳ್ತನ, ಅರ್ಥಕ್ವಿಕ್ಕು, ಸುನಾಮಿ, ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್ಸ್, because of which if you suffered any loss or profit, all those activities will go under extraordinary item. War, yeah. Correct? So if you are earning any revenue, earning any expenses because of extraordinary items, it should go as a separate item as extraordinary item. Similarly, in cash flow statement also, it will be shown separately as extraordinary item. In P&L also, we have to show it separately as extraordinary item, sir. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ? ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಕೋವಿಡ್. I am into manufacturing of water bottle, but I am selling masks. Is it my normal activity? Extraordinary. Pandemic ಮುಗೀತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ಗಾನ್, ಆ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿನೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ or no? Why it? Now you understand why it will be shown as extraordinary. Because if you add it to your revenue, no, what will happen? I will tell you. Say for example, your normal sales is 100. Because of your sale of mask, it become 120. Why 20 rupees is mask sale? If you show it total 120 as sales, yes, next year your sales is actually 120. Now what the investor will think? It has not gone up only. There is no improvement. So let's not buy the shares of the company, and market will keep crashing down. Correct or no? Why? Because every year company will always have expectation to go up. Correct? Except in marriages. Except in marriage, every day it will coming down. Only in other things you always have expectation to go up. Correct? Yes. So every day you want to go up, but last year also 120, this year also 120. People will start questioning. No, management is not doing things. Market price will crash. But what is the reality, sir? Last year actually the sales was 100, sir. This time it is 120, sir. Actually there is a raise by 20%. But you didn't observe last year in 100 that 20 belongs to pandemic sales, which will never happen again, at least for next 10 years. Correct, sir? That is why, to ensure that these things are not misunderstood, extraordinary item is presented separately. So that when now you see, sir, now they see sales 100, 120. Now what you will tell? Oh, sales has gone up. ನಾವು ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಡೌನ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ಡಿನರಿ. ಸರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ಡಿನರಿ 20 ಇತ್ತು, ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಏನಿರಲ್ಲ, ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಶೂಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ವೈ? ದ ನೇಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ಡಿನರಿ. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಬ್ಲೂ ಮೂನ್. Clear everyone? Yes. So extraordinary item has to be shown separately. Sir, interest and dividend, this is what we have already discussed, sir. Please understand. For non-financial enterprises ಅಂದ್ರೆ trading, manufacturing, services ಎಲ್ಲ, interest paid will be financing activity, sir. Correct or no? Any interest we pay will be financing activity. Any interest received will be, correct or no, sir? I would have received interest only on my investments, correct? Dividend paid will be, why will you pay dividend? Because they have given money for the business, correct or no? Dividend received will be investing. Sir, I will receive dividend only when I would have invested in the equity shares, correct or no? Sir, should I go slow or understanding? Financial enterprise, interest paid, ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾ? ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್, ಸರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಸರ್? ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ನವ್ರು ಯಾವಾಗ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್? ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ SB FD ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರನು? ಎಸ್, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟೇಕ್ ಲೋನ್ ಸರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ RBI. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ only. Because from RBI when you are taking it to maintain CRR. Understanding? Yes. Dividend paid, dividend received, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ? Dividend paid is financing. Why? Because they have also financed you to run a bank, correct or no? But dividend received is operating activity. Why? Because I told you, if I am having any extra money to maintain the CRR or to maintain my asset position or liquidity position, if RBI has made me a rule to invest in so much in the investments, then I will make the investments there and I will receive the dividend. And the whole purpose of this investment is not to earn any extra investment, not to earn any extra income, but it is part of my operations, correct or no? Everybody is understanding? Yes. Okay. Tax on income, sir. There are different types of taxes under income tax also, sir. What are the different types, sir? One is on sales, net profit, correct? Sale ಮಾಡಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಏನು ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್, ಸರ್. One more tax is capital gain tax. Heard about it? When I purchase an asset, I sell it, I make a gains. Because I purchased 1 crore of land, I sold it at 1.5 crores. 50 lakhs I made a profit. So on that there will be something called as capital gains tax. Okay? So in this paragraph what they are trying to tell you is, wherever the activity goes, the tax relating to that activity will go there. What, sir? Wherever the primary activity goes because of which tax is coming, the tax will also go under that activity. Huh? Sir, ಅದು GST, ಅದು ಇದು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. GST ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸರ್. Clear? I am talking about income tax. Now, as I told you, now tell me, sir, when I am paying taxes on net profit, where should it go? Operating or financing or investing? When I pay tax on my net profit, whether it should be reduced out of operating, financing or investing? Just now I told you, sir, where your primary activity goes, there only tax should follow. Primary activity of net profit is operating, no? So the tax of that on that will also be under operating. Now, capital gains tax, where should it go? Investment. Why? Capital gains will come only when you have done the investments. If investment illa capital gain illinda barutte. Dividend distribution tax, ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್. ಎರಡು ಸರ್, ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಂಗು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಕಟ್ಟೋದು ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಂಗು, ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಇಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡೋದು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗು, ನೀವು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕಟ್ಟೋದು ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಂಗು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇದೆ ಸರ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ 2 times. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್. ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಆನ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಟು ಪೇ ಆನ್ ಬಿಹಾಫ್ ಆಫ್ ದ shareholders. Now shareholders will only pay. So dividend tax ಇದೆ, Dividend distribution tax illa. Tax on dividend is there, but earlier it was DDT. Now DDT is not there, it is directly tax. Please go through, sir. Huh? Huh? I will tell you, we are doing investment activities there. Yes, sir. Please go through the paragraph. Okay. Next one is acquisition and disposal of subsidiary and other business unit. Sir, acquiring a company, selling a company is also an investment strategy, sir. So it will also come under investing activities, sir. Clear? Acquire a company, selling a company is also strategic part of investment only, sir. Clear? I might I acquire a new company because I have extra funds and I want to venture into that new business. Understanding? Best example, Reliance has acquired so many new companies, correct or no? Yes, because they wanted to venture into all those businesses. So what they do? They go, they acquire. Sir, next is non-cash transactions. Sir, what is non-cash transactions? Any transaction which will never involve cash. Example, can you give? Huh? Tell me, sir. The example you tell me. Goods? Huh? Goods to goods illa sir. Barter system ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಈಗ. Issue of shares instead of? Yes. When I purchase a fixed assets, if I instead of paying, if I issue equity shares, is there any cash involved? Simple. One more. One more. Can you tell me something which is non-cash? ಯಾವಾಗ? No, that is cash transaction, sir. But one side cash is coming, no? Yes, sir. You are still receiving money, sir. You are still receiving the money. At a discounted price you are issuing. You are not issuing it for free. Assets is one example, sir. I purchased a fixed asset from somebody and I am instead of paying him, I pay it through issuing equity shares. Here, no cash transaction at all. ಒಳಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿರೋದು ಅಸೆಟ್, there is no cash. ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರೋದು ಒಂದು ಇಕ್ವಿಟಿ, there is no cash. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಬ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಸರ್. ಅವನು ಕೊಬ್ಬರಿಯಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ನು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ದುಡ್ಡು. ಸರ್ ಅವನು ಅದು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಸರ್. ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಹಂಗಂದು ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಾಳೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಿಂಟಲ್ ಕೊಬ್ಬರಿ ತರ್ತೀನಿ, ನಂಗೆ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಹಾಂ ಸರ್, ನೋ he is right, sir. That can be non-cash transaction because I am not paying any money, he is not paying any money, but everything is happening through kind. It is true, sir. It is non-cash transaction only. That will never come in cash flow statement. One more classic example, sir. Bonus shares. I was waiting for this example from you guys. ನಿಮ್ದು ತಲೆ ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಕೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು, ಒಬ್ಬನು ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದ. ಸರ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಬೋನಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಸರ್. ಸರ್ ಬೋನಸ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಬೋನಸ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್, ವಿಲ್ ಯು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಎನಿ ಮನಿ? You will not receive any money, correct or no? You are giving free shares. Will there be any inflow of money? ಏನಾರು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಇರುತ್ತಾ? ಬೋನಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಬೋನಸ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ is one more example of non-cash transaction. So non-cash transaction will never come in cash flow statement. Yes sir. Now this is the format of cash flow statement, sir. Observe very carefully. We see what is the cash flow from operating activities, sir. Yes sir. Sir, look at the board. Forget that. Observe here carefully. Sir, how cash flow statement will look, I will tell you, sir. Part 1, cash flow from operating activities. Sir, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಸೇಲ್ಸ್. ಸರ್, ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋನಾ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋನಾ? ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಒಳಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ 100. ನಾವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋನಾ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋನಾ? ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂದರೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ? ಹಾಂ, ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲೂ ಹೀಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ಮೈನಸಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಕೆಟಲ್ಲೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಸ್ ಸರ್. ನೋ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ನೆಟ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸರ್? ಪಾಸಿಟಿವಾ? ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸರ್? ನೆಟ್ inflow from operating activities. Sir, can it be negative? 100% it can be negative. It can be negative. Okay? Sir, ಇದು ಬಂತಲ್ವಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಏನಂದರೆ, ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಫ್ರಮ್ one sir, capital gains say 10, dividend 5, capital gain tax ಬಂದಿರೋದೇ 10 ಅಪ್ಪ. 10ರಲ್ಲಿ 15 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿಸ್ತೀರಂತಿರಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ದೇಶ ಮಾರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿರೋದೇ. ಹಾಂ, ಎಸ್ ಸರ್. net inflow or no? Correct. Net inflow from investing activities. Clear? Third, cash flow from financing activities. Say for example, I have issued equity shares. How much? 100. Yes sir. Total? Now, total cash inflow ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸರ್? 50 plus 13 plus 100. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸರ್? This is what sir? This 163 is called as what sir? This is, observe carefully, this is cash inflow during the year. ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? ಈ ವರ್ಷದ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ವರ್ಷದ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ 163. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ? ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ? ಎಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಐ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಮೈ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ 50. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ನೌ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ ಸರ್? This will be my closing cash balance. In other words, understand carefully, this is the cash which has come to me in the current year. Correct appa? Everybody? And this was the cash already with me from the opening. Closing cash balance ಅವೆರಡು ಸೇರೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ತಾನೆ always. Whatever I have received this year, whatever was opening. ಸರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಅದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗಿರೋದು ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನೆಟ್ ತಾನೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋದು. ಈಗ Net you have received this much and it is still with you. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೆಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋದು ನಾವು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್. Sir, understanding? Anything rocket science? No? Any doubts? No, sir? Sir, here, operating, investing, financing, net increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalents, that is all the three total. Then add cash and cash equivalents at the beginning, you will get the closing cash and cash equivalents. Clear? Yes, everybody? Okay. Yes, sir. Next. Sir, as you told, there are two methods under cash flow statement. One is direct method, another one is indirect method. Clear? Direct and indirect method. Direct method andre ಏನು sir? As the name itself says, every information will be directly given to you. Andre, they would have given sales 500. ಕೆಳಗಡೆ they would have mentioned, out of this, cash sales is 200. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಒಳಗೆ? ಸರ್, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಸರ್. ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ನೋ ಸರ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಏನೇ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ನಾವು ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅಂಡರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಅಂಡರ್ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಸರ್? ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸರ್, ವಿಲ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಟೇಕ್ cash sales 200. They would have given how much is the cash purchase? Cash purchase 100. Clear? They would have given like this. Artha agtadena? So directly you can get the answer. But in case of indirect method, what will be the difference, sir? Here they will not give you information about cash sales, credit sales, cash purchase, credit purchase, ಏನು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಮತ್ತು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸರ್? ಅದೇ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಸರ್. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂದರೆ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮೈ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಈಸ್ 100. ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಬಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್, ದಿಸ್ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ 100 is not entirely in cash. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ ಸರ್? ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್? Some will be in credit, some we might have already collected. Correct? Now, what we do is, sir, we don't know what is cash purchase, we don't know what is cash sales. But, will you always have the balance of creditors and debtors? Correct, sir? Now, last year closing balance of debtors is 100, sir. This year closing balance is 90, sir. Last year closing balance of debtor is 100, sir. This year closing balance is 90, sir. Simple question I'll ask you. You have to analyze it and answer me. Suppose, say, this year I have done sales of 300. And I have done this entire 300 sales in credit. Let's assume. Credit andre ಏನಪ್ಪ, ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Okay? Now, when I look at my debtors balance and correlate with it, what was my opening debtor balance? 100. What is my closing debtor balance? Correct, sir? Now, whether debtor has gone up or come down? Come down. Okay, hold on to this. Now my question. If last year my debtor was 100 and this year my credit sales was 300, what should be my total debtors position? Haudillappa? My opening balance debtor was 100. I have done 300 on credit sales. Correct? So my total receivable should be, but how much how much is actually the balance? Correct, sir? So that means remaining is what, sir? Entire 310 is received in cash. Correct? That is the meaning, no? Hello, everybody? Yes? Now, understand? Hold on. Here, how much I should reduce or add, you have to understand. You understood this concept? Any doubts in this concept? No doubts? Now, my question to you. When I get net profit, how much sales I would have shown? 300 fully? Yes? Okay. So this 100 already includes 300? Yes, sir. How much I should have received cash actually? 310. Remaining 10 is there? That remaining 10 is not coming in P&L, correct or no? Why? Because sir, ನನ್ನ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದೇ 300. But cash flow says, don't bother about sales. I want cash sales. Correct, sir? Now, this 300 is cash sales of this year. But last year, 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೇನೆ ಇಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? That is also cash sale. Sales of last year, yes, correct. It is last year sales as per P&L and balance sheet. But as per a cash flow statement, that is this year sales only. Why? Because you are issuing cash now. Correct? So this net profit already includes this 300. Correct? Andre ಆ 300 ಅಂತ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ 100 ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ? ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? While arriving at net profit, you would have showed the sales at 300. Correct? Now, but what is the actual cash received from sales? 310. The difference is, correct, sir? This is also cash received. It should increase my inflow. Correct? So if my net profit is 100 and this net, let's consider this net profit as inflow, then this inflow is increased by another 10. Correct or no, sir? So add decrease in the debtors. In other words, look carefully, from 100 it has become 90. Have we collected cash or have we given more credit? Answer is simple. We have collected cash. Sir, when debtor position decreases, that means we have received money from the debtors. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೇನೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? So from 100, my debtor position has become 90, means 10 rupees I have collected in the current year. So apart from current year sales, this 10 rupees is also my cash sales. Correct or no? In last year cash flow statement, I would have not shown this 10. Why? Because it was not collected in cash. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೇನಾ? ಈಗ ಇದೇ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಇದು 90 ಇರೋದು, ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ 120. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್? The meaning is simple, sir. The debtor balance has gone up. What was the debtor balance? 100. Now it has become 120. That means what, sir? How much sales you have made? 300. Out of which you are able to collect only, correct or no? You are able to collect only 20. Sorry. You are able to collect only 280. 20 is still as collectible. That is why your balance is going from 100 to 120. In this case, in my P&L, while arriving at net profit, what is the sales I would have shown? 300. Correct? Illu 300 tane nan P&L torsadu. But what should have been actually shown? Correct or no? In cash flow statement, we strictly follow cash basis. Correct? In P&L, I follow accrual basis. So in P&L, 300, because of which my net profit is showing 100. Correct? Yes or no? But actually, I have received only cash of 280. Yes or no? Everybody is understanding? Yes. So the remaining is not my cash sales. So that much portion I should reduce it out of my net profit or no? Howdellappa? So minus increase in debtors. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ? ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್, ಸರ್. ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಸ್ ದಟ್. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೇನು ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ 100 ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಯೂಶಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈ 100 ನಾನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತು 90 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಉಳಿತು ಸರ್? ಆ 90 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಈ ವರ್ಷದ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ? ಈ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಡೆಟರ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಮೈ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಡೆಟರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಟ್. Then how the balance is coming as 90, sir? Simple, sir. Out of current year sales, this much is outstanding to be collected. That is the meaning. Understanding? But I didn't tell you in this meaning because it would have been difficult to process it. So simple logic, increase, decrease. But increase, decrease, don't ratify it. Understand the concept. Simple logic, sir. When my debtor position goes up, it means I have received less money. Correct, Lopa? So whatever sales is there, I have to reduce that much portion from the sales, because from that sales I would have received this much portion less in cash. Correct or no? That means if I have sold 300 and my debtor position has increased by 20, that means what, sir? Simple terms, 300 entirely is not cash sales. Only 280 is cash sales. That is why this 20 will be reduced. Any doubts? Sir, exactly opposite works creditors. Exactly opposite works the creditors. Sir, their increase will be reduced. Simple, sir. 100 was my opening creditors, 120 is my closing creditors. My question to you, this increase means what? This increase means simple, sir. You had to pay, say for example, I have purchased goods worth 1000. When you purchase goods worth 1000, how much you should have paid? 1000. Correct? Everybody is understanding? Yes? Okay. What was your opening creditors? 100. What is your closing creditors? 120. Increased. That means what? Out of this 1000, I have not paid this 20. Correct or no? So how much is actual cash outflow? Correct or no? So this remaining 20 is not actual cash outflow. Correct? Yes? Now remember, this 1000 is reduced from the P&L. I mean, it reduces your profit. Correct or no? Purchases or direct expense will reduce your profit. So to arrive at this 100 rupees, I would have reduced 1000. How much I should have actually reduced? How the lopa? Correct or no? I should have reduced only 980, but how much I have reduced? 1000. So we have to correct it. Yes. So what is the way of correcting? Add back 1000, reduce 980. Idhar badli, can we do it as a net? Correct or no? So now my question is, you had to pay 100, now you have to pay 120. So that means what, sir? You owe money to the creditor more. By how much? By 20. Correct? By 20 rupees. That means what, sir? That 20 rupees is still in your business. Andre creditor koda duddna ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ business ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಸಿದಿರಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? So cash is with you only. Correct? That's why we add it. Increase in creditor 20. Look at the difference, sir. Here only, when there was increase in debtor, we reduced it. But here, when there is increase in creditor, we increase it. Logic is simple, sir. When debtors don't give you money, your loss. When debtors don't give your money, it is your loss. Correct or no? Because he is holding your money and enjoying. When creditors, you don't pay the creditors, who is enjoying? You are enjoying. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೇನಾ? ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಸರ್ ಲಾಜಿಕ್, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇಂದ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೀವು 100% ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ರೇಟ್. ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾವು ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಸರ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಎಂಜಾಯಿಂಗ್, ಪ್ಲಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಂಜಾಯಿಂಗ್, ಮೈನಸ್. ಡೆಟರ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೋದರೆ ನೀವು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವನು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಮೈನಸ್. ಡೆಟರ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದರೆ ನೀವು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅವ್ನು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಮನಿ ವಿಚ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಮಾಲ್ಡೀವ್ಸ್. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ he is going to Maldives, putting photos with his wife. Now you single seeing your what a life. Correct or no? Similarly, creditors are exactly opposite. When you are not making the payment to creditor, who is crying for the payment? He is crying. Who is laughing? I am laughing. Correct? Happy is me plus. Huh? If I am making the payment to him on time, who is happy? He. Who is crying? ಆ ದುಡ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ರಷ್ಯಾಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ Ukraine now. Huh? And that money will go to Ukraine this time. Correct? Yes. So who is crying? Me. Correct? So now it will be negative. E logic, if you remember this logic, you will not be able to, you will always remember and you don't want to buy out that formula. Increase in debtor place, adella bedwe beda. Remember this. Who is having the benefit? Who is enjoying the benefit? If you are enjoying the benefit, plus. If they are enjoying the benefit, minus. Okay, sir? Yes. Tomorrow we will continue with the same chapter, sir. Tomorrow, hopefully, we will wind up this chapter. Huh? Sir, ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹಾಲಿಡೇ ಕೇಳಿ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮುಗಿಸೋಣ ನಾವು? ಹಾಂ ಸರ್, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಈಸ್ next week you take it, sir, because next week onwards I am not available. You tell me what should we do?